I've actually never actually sat down and talked about this separately. And I feel like today should be probably one of the chances I try to talk about this. So, everyone knows we're in quarantine still. Well, not everyone, but some people are still in remote learning, and some people are back in class, back in in-person schools. And I've not talked about this, but I feel like we're when you're doing remote learning, you're basically missing one thing, just one thing, and it's student interaction. Without that student interaction, you basically don't have friends during that grade. Don't get me wrong, but over this year, if you want to interact with your classmates, you have to tell them in Google Classroom or announce it in the Zoom chat. You just basically have to announce it, and you have to say, "Oh, we're gonna open this Discord group," or "Hey, what's your username on Roblox?" In person classes, you have lunch with your friends, with your classmates, and there's more student interaction. And back then, in a few years back in elementary school, you have recess, more student interaction. You're interacting with your friends, doing all that. Now, basically, at today present, your lunch is basically you just playing video games with friends that are not in your class, or that your friends that are put in the same class. You basically know what I mean. You don't really interact with your friends, your classmates in class. So, what I'm trying to say here is that's the reasoning for me. And basically, why am I doing like if you want to interact with like I remember last year when we had a little bit of in person in the beginning, and then in March we had remote. I've I can really tell the difference. Like before the first half of the year, there was a lot of interaction. We had a lot of interaction. We had like sitting at lunch and talking at lunch. Today, now when I look at the second half of that school year, you basically have no interaction. You basically have to announce it in the chat, the Zoom chat or Google Classroom, or do whatever that is. And basically, not that's the thing. Not all 20 to 30 students respond, and that's what I was seeing throughout the rate. You don't have much student interaction when you're in remote learning. And see, that was the problem and that was pretty much the problem I was finding. And even if it was in-person learning, there was only 5 to 6 students in the class with me last year, or I mean like a few months ago. I tried out in-person learning. It didn't really work out well, um, because I didn't feel comfortable with only a few students. See, this is why I felt like this year really, really sucked. So, if it because the thing is, you don't get much interaction, and some people might feel like they are in the group chat of that place, but they never get like whatever the respect they really want. And I expected the school year to be a lot better because obviously I already have a situation with YouTube. I already have two situations. Number one, the YouTube streaming problem, and number two, the YouTubers ignoring me problem. If you don't know, I'll catch up with that in the next episode. I just wanted it, but I'll try to do that in episode 26 because I really want it to be a fun episode for episode 26. I honestly don't know what I should do, but yeah, we are on our way to the 25th podcast episode. So I don't want to make it serious. I want to make it fun. So that's why we're going to be doing more quizzes on episode 25. But anyways, I just wanted to take a moment and talk about this because this was pretty serious. Honestly, I don't know how. Obviously, I already have a few problems, and the world is just like, I don't know. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to click that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Well, why see you? But thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you on in a fun podcast episode in the next one.